this example, we're going to process a PO invoice with 2 lines in our Yoga for FSM environment. We're going to start off over in our AP mailbox, where I'm going to go ahead and kick off our back-end job to ingest our email shown here with our file attachment. This is a pretty quick process in Yoga. We can usually ingest emails and get everything OCR'd in your processing queue, or in some scenarios straight through processing within about 10 to 20 seconds. So we see that our record has already disappeared, and we're going to head over to Yoga for FSM. We should see here in just a few moments our PO invoice pop up in our AP review queue. This is going to be our primary processing queue for our AP team, where if things are unable to go straight through, they will appear in this queue. We'll go ahead and give our page a refresh. And if we scroll over to the side, we see based on our timing queue, our record just came in about 20 seconds ago. So we'll go ahead and scroll through and make sure everything is correct. We were able to flag our invoice type as a PO based on extracting our PO number here on the side. A cool feature about Yoga, say we weren't able to extract our PO number from our invoice, we have a cool lasso tool where if you select inside the box, hit the Control key on your keyboard, and lasso a square over here in the PDF viewer around the obstacle, we'll go ahead and do that lookup for us on the form. We'll go ahead and get our company number re-added. If we scroll down, we see we were able to extract our invoice number from here at the top and our invoice amount. We'll go ahead and keep scrolling. We see a warning here saying please review for potential AOCs. So we see that there's no AOCs on our actual invoice, so that makes me believe that we were not able to pair our lines at the bottom. So if we keep scrolling down, we see that the OCR was able to extract key values from our invoice lines, but we weren't able to pair those. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at what might have occurred. Looks like for the first line, we were able to get that quantity of 6, unit of measure of each, unit price of 7,500. So if this one looks good, there's 2 ways to pair lines in the system. You can either go ahead and select this checkbox, hit the 3 dots, and we can pair. Or we can, for the next one on line 2, validate that this one is also correct. We see that we got 2 exam tables in at $200 each for $400. And then we can also utilize the lookup tool. This gives you a look into all the lines affiliated to this PO and company combination. And we can expand our browser a little bit, or we can use the scroll bar here at the bottom and select our line 2. We see our amount to distribute is equal to our amount distributed, and we'll go ahead and scroll on up the form. We don't see any other outstanding warnings or errors in the system, so we are good to save this record. I'm going to go ahead and grab our invoice number, and we can send this over to Infor.